Yo, Coach Simmons here on a Friday morning. Hey, I have a real quick question. With all this beef going around about Jackson State and FAMU and Alabama A&M, and they don't play nobody outside the conference and all that BS is bull, you got to ask yourself, who's best set for the playoffs? Because we know the whole drama about, you don't play nobody, is BS. They don't play the people you want them to play. The question should be, if they start beating these people. That's your question. But that sounds a little more easy to answer than to say, you don't play nobody. Crap. Let's just put it like this. I'm playing devil's advocate right now. Which one of these teams is best set for the playoffs? Now I'm going to show you a couple things. I'm going to go in order so you can understand what I'm talking about. FAMU. Out of conference games with North Carolina. We know North Carolina's coming out for rebuild. Most of their players graduated. Starting quarterback graduated. If FAMU goes in there, they can probably hang with them 10. If they show what they know on the show. They also have out-of-conference games of Albany State and South Carolina State. That probably won't get them a high chance. They can definitely get into playoffs like they did last year. A win over a potential MEAC champion, back-to-back years, could get them in, right? What about Alabama A&M? Alabama A&M, 2022. They go to UAB. They go to Troy, which I'm calling right now. They're going to beat Troy. And they play Austin Peay. Alabama A&M have 2 out-of-conference wins, right? 1 FBS win. Be the first one in the SWAC for a long time. I think it's probably Grambling or Alcorn or something like that back in the day. But with that being said, could they get in the playoffs with 3 losses? If they have 2 out-of-conference wins, including 1 against an FBS opponent on the road. What about Prairie View? Prairie View A&M, to me, is the most underrated team in the whole SWAC. This year, their out-of-conference schedule is Abilene Christian, UIW, hopefully payback from last year. They play, Lamar in Beaumont. So you have those 3 games. Of those 3, I think 2 of them, they should dominate from the get-go. Abilene Christian, and they should definitely dominate Lamar. So going through their schedule, if they beat Texas Southern and Bethune and Alcorn and UAPB and Valley, can they get in the playoffs with 3 losses as a wild card? And they have 2 out of conference, maybe 3 out of conference wins? The only one that we're secure about is the one that don't want to go. None of the fans want to go. The players, the fans don't want to go. It's Jackson. If Jackson loses 1 game and doesn't get into the SWAC title game because FAMU blanked the whole SWAC, or Alabama A&M blanked the SWAC, Jackson will definitely host a playoff game. But the problem is, do they want to? So looking at this whole thing being back, is basically which team is more playoff ready? If either one of these teams Those who win their division, but they win the out of conference games. Who do you think ESPN wants? Who do you think is more geared to play that playoff style? FAMU played it last year, and FAMU adjusted its offseason. Is anybody talking about the fact that FAMU had a 5-star on their campus yesterday? I'm just saying, anybody? They're making big moves down there in Tallahassee. Anybody suggesting what's going on in Alabama A&M? These schools are evolving. Bubba McDowell has a schedule lined up for him. Even if Southern, which I do pick to win SWAC West. Sorry. Even when Southern wins the SWAC West, Prairie View, if they win their out-of-conference games, at least 2 out of the 3, finish with a, let's say, 2 to 3 loss record. Is that not good enough? We know the goalposts are going to keep changing. We know nobody wants these teams to host a playoff game. Honestly, I think these are our 4 best chances. We know, I get it. Yeah, I hear you. I heard you, man. Celebration Bowl or bust. We get it. We got it. Good. But when it comes to winning in the playoffs, let's not forget James Madison and I believe Stephen F. Austin, Jacksonville State, are transitioning to the FBS level. So I'm not sure if they'll be allowed in the playoffs or not. And also remember that ASUN and the WAC are doing a challenge again this year, which means there will be one at-large bid open. I would love to see Coach Maynard in the playoffs, especially if he wins the game. With that offense, down in Huntsville, Alabama, winning the game in the playoffs, he would have so many recruits flocking down there, it would be crazy. FAMU, if they win, you know what's going to happen. Prairie View is the only founding member of the SWAC still in existence in this conference. If they pick up the torch and get it and win a playoff game, well, just being in the playoffs for them would be great for what they've come through. We know what happened to Jackson win the playoff game. We won't hear the end of it. We won't hear the end of it. But let me know in the comments, who do you think is best set for the playoffs? We get it. Everybody go with a Celebration Bowl or bust. I get that. I got you. But let's say you're the fan of one of these teams. I don't want to hear crap about, well, how much we gonna get paid? Shut up. You're the fan of one of these teams. You didn't make Celebration Bowl. Are you going to just sit your butt down at home and cry the whole offseason? Or are you going to go ahead and hope your team makes the playoffs? Let me know what you think. Hello, Simmons. Have a wonderful day. A great weekend.